sports anchor Dusty Baker and Kendrick Haskins has more.
Well, Dusty, it's a celebration that no one outside of that IU locker room before the season began thought we would see, but it's finally happened. IU is your national champion.
Hey, Kendrick, I think it's easy to say they were never daunted. From start to finish, a 16-0 record. And, of course, more importantly, they secured their first national championship in program history. This is the greatest story in sports right now. You're talking about a program that just 2 years ago had no direction, no identity, and now they're holding that trophy.
Let's get to the highlights, see how we got here. A very defensive first half. The only touchdown coming late in the second quarter. Riley Nowakowski's 1-yard plunge gives Indiana a 10-0 lead heading into the locker room.
But Miami would respond in the third quarter. Mark Fletcher finding a seam down the sidelines. He would go. He had nothing but green in front of him. This was a 57-yard touchdown rush, and it's a 10-7 game.
But the momentum would shift back to the Crimson and Cream. Miami back to punt, but it is blocked by Mikael Kamara. Recovered in the end zone by Isaiah Jones for the touchdown. It's 17-7.
Now, we thought that would be the play that ultimately would secure the national championship trophy for the Hoosiers, but Miami would respond. In the fourth quarter, it's 17-14. Fernando Mendoza with a Heisman-Doza moment, pushing his way, shoving his way into the end zone, and somehow, some way, the Hoosiers up 24-14.
One last chance from Miami, trailing by 6, moving down the field. Carson Beck looks deep but is underthrown and is picked off by Miami native Jamari Sharp to seal the victory. IU claims the national championship. They knock off Miami 27-21.
We're 16-0. 16. National champions at Indiana University, which I know a lot of people thought was never possible. It probably is one of the greatest sports stories of all time, but it's all because of these guys and the staff. So proud of them, and it's a great night.
It was a very tough decision to transfer myself. However, when I got here on the visit, he sold me on developing and that I could become the best Fernando Mendoza possible. And with a hell of a great group of guys, at that point I knew it was a no-brainer. And I just can't thank Coach Sig, Coach Shanahan, and Coach Whitmer enough. They're always sticking through with me through the thick and thin of this entire season. A big concept that we've really had on ourselves this year is always betting on ourselves. Whether it's preseason, no one thinks we can make it. Whether it's figuring it out in situations like Oregon, Penn State, and Iowa, we've always figured it out. Overwhelmed by emotion, and it's the pinnacle peak.
Kendrick, the emotions for these players, it was palpable. You could feel it out here on the field. There were tears, there were shouts, we saw belts. It was an unbelievable celebration, and Hoosier Nation showing up in a massive way. I believe they outnumbered Miami here today.
Oh, yes, the Crimson and Cream fans, they showed up and showed out at this game. And now Indiana finishes the season 16-0. Where do they rank all-time nationally? Well, they're humble as always. They're like, we're just happy to be champions. We'll let you all argue all of that out. But you have to believe they're one of the greatest teams in college football history.
Yeah, I asked D'Angelo Pons the question, and pretty simply he put, we'll let you decide, but they're going to celebrate this championship. What we can tell you is this: the Indiana Hoosiers, Big Ten champions, Rose Bowl champions, Peach Bowl champions, and most importantly, national champions.
And also the Heisman Trophy in Fernando Mendoza. When this movie is made, probably about 15, 20 years from now, no one's going to believe that it happened, but we lived it. That's all we got from now. From a very excited and happy Miami, for Dusty Baker, I'm Kendrick Haskins. IU is your football national champions.
Looks like a lot of fun. So for those who couldn't make the trip down to Miami, the celebrations also took over part of IU's campus in Bloomington. This is video of fans pouring into the streets. IU sold out Assembly Hall with fans who came together to watch the game. We'll have much more reaction from campus later this morning. And we'll even have live coverage from our team in Miami coming up at 5 a.m. Shannon is there this morning, and I don't know how much she was able to sleep last night. Probably heart still beating. And yeah, a lot of excitement there in Miami. So stick with us here for Sunrise at 5. But back here at home, the kids are kind of